Hello my beautiful Hammerhead and welcome back to another Black Library review. This time it's Temple of Silence by Richard Strachan, a Dorelia and Galen Van Denst story. This is the second book in, I hope it's gonna be a series, not a trilogy. Because let me talk about the ending first. The very end is like, oh, things happening. Wait for book 3. And I really just hope that, again, it's not only a trilogy, but a series. Because right now, Richard Strachan is one of my favorite Black Library authors. His writing style is amazing. This isn't the first time I'm talking about this. There are a couple of Black Library reviews already out there in the wild from me, and I of course also talked about Richard Strachan. This is one of the weaker ones, which still is a really good book. I'm counting this on the Richard Strachan scale right now. And let me explain, because this isn't a bad thing, because all the other books, just say First Forged, the Stormcast Eternals novel, or Blood of the Ever-Chosen, two of the stories that are popping instantaneously into my mind and which are incredibly fantastic. This one feels more intimate. This is a real Dorelia and Galen Van Denst story. The first one, Hallowed Grounds, is a revenge story. It is right after the Siege of Excelsis in the Broken Realms. They have their stuff to do. We get to know their backgrounds a little bit more and what happened to Dorelia in her childhood, what happened to the mother, what happened to Galen in that time. Really great. There are a lot of things happening. This one is just like, okay, we have a mission. We are in Gur. This is right after book 1. And so we're in Gur, in the forest. The realm gate is still a little bit far off. Something is... no, not something's wrong. Something's always wrong. There is a fortress kind of thing. Looks more like a temple. And let's just go there, sleep for the night in safety, and then on the next day move forward. So in that temple, this is also the Temple of Silence, of course, the monks and the Sigmarites, the majority of them have their mouth soon shut, and because it's a Temple of Silence. There is a big secret, of course. This isn't a real surprise that the monks are sewing their mouths shut because they have to keep a secret. Symbolism. And yeah, well, there are a couple of things which I don't want to go into detail to, because not only because of spoilers, but also because that even small things are really important for the bigger story, and I don't want to spoil that. Let's just say everything that happens in the Temple of Silence has something to do with the neighbor city. Let's just call it like that. It's a city near the temple called Moon Hollow. Moon Hollow. Moon Hollow. Yeah, my brain and names. And they are accomplished. Let's just say it this way. There is something happening. Every once in a while, there is the curse of not knowledge, the curse of Sigmar, basically, because the monks did goofed up. Let's just say it this way. And their penance is that a vampire comes every now and again, snatches one of them up, because this is their punishment. It's a punishment of Sigmar, that was it. And Dorelia and Galen are like, the hell? What? What are you doing? There's a vampire coming once a month and snatching one of you guys up, and you just say it's the punishment of Sigmar? This is wrong, dude. And of course, then they are on investigation mode. This is great, because it kind of goes into more like, this is the job of the Order of Azir. Go in, find information, do your job, and so on. And then, as I've said, there are a couple of things that are connecting Moonhallow and the Temple of Silence together. The Arbiter has some dirt on her, the Marshal has some dirt on him, and so on. But what I want to focus on is Dorelia and Galen. Because after book 1, you don't have to read book 1. Some of the things are explained in here. I recommend that you go and read book 1 first. Because it fills some of the gaps. You don't need it, as I've said, but it's really, really recommended. So you get a bigger picture of these two. Because after book 1, Galen is more nihilistic. He's more like, okay, I'm doing my job now. I don't really care anymore. I've done the thing I wanted to do. Let's just get it over with. And Dorelia is more like, if you have seen Hazbin Hotel on Amazon, she's I forgot her name, the main character, Charlie. She believes in redemption, in second chances, and this is so good. I love this so much. And she still is in the mindset of, okay, this is my father, something is wrong. He's not as, let's just say, enthusiastic anymore about his job, as far as you can be enthusiastic about your job as an agent of the Order of Azir. But she's more like, okay, what has happened to him? Is he gonna go through with all of this? Will he continue after this mission? So after they finish up on Moonhallow and the Temple of Silence, do their real mission, will he continue after that? What is my life going to be after he's leaving the Order of Azir, or after he's going to die? What happens with me after that? Will I become more and more like him? So she, again, is more of the main character. We get to see Galen, of course, a lot in here, but she's the main focus. And I really love this so much, because as she's the younger person, she has more of an agenda here, which is really, really great. I enjoyed this so much. But now comes the but. This is a self-contained story in itself. We get a lot of world building again. This is one of the things that Richard Strachan is fantastic with, world building. There are a couple of the earlier Black Library novels, so Warhammer Fantasy Battles, Black Library novels, and Warhammer 40k pre-Gathering Storm. They just don't care about world building. And I always had my problems with, what does this planet look like? What does this town look like? What are the politics in here? And with Richard Strachan, again, how Moonhallow works, how that there is no council, by the way. There's only the Arbiter. She has an iron fist. And Galen and Dorelia are like, how is this working? Where is your council? What are you doing? And the librarian is also, oh, I know some things. I'm old, but I know things. And there are really funny stories in here. And also, what I really, really liked is Moonhallow, of course, in Gur, was founded after a Dawnbringer crusade. The crusade went out and began with 10,000 souls and ended up with 5,000 at the end. It's a good number, especially after our Dawnbringer campaign, now with book 5 on the horizon, or not on the horizon, rather with book 6 on the horizon, waiting for book 5 to arrive. Because as of right now, for me, Dawnbringer Crusades felt like, okay, we are venturing out with thousands of people, and at the end there are about 100 left. That's my feeling right now with the Dawnbringer campaign books. But to see that a regular Dawnbringer campaign is 10,000 souls and about half of them arrive, that's good. I love this. This was one of the details I really enjoyed, and there are a lot more in here. But long story short, as I've said, this is a very intimate story. You get to again see the after effects of book 1 on how Dorelia and Galen are treating each other as father and daughter combo in the witch hunter job. They're talking about Jarek Delson, the witch hunter from Cursed City, the man, the legend, the myth himself. Really great how they're talking about other witch hunters as well, so infamous witch hunters. I can't wait to have Mr. Strachan write about Hexbane in book 3, and hopefully more of the Order of Azir people. What I want is, but this is just wish listing, is that they are meeting up with the Order of Shaiish, which is still a thing, which is not even talked about. This is going to be interesting. I really, again, hope that this is going to be a series. There is a lot of stuff to unpack here for the Mortal Realms. And to see the Mortal Realms through the eyes of the agents of the Order of Azir is interesting. I love this. But ultimately, I want novels, or rather more impact on the greater story. Over the last couple of years, this changed. I enjoyed books that are in itself and just focusing on a little bit of the main story, but I know it's a hard endeavor to have almost every book pushing the narrative forward. It is possible. It is. Don't argue with me here, because we know that there is one greater story writer in Games Workshop and in the Black Library who, not only one, there is a couple of people, but they are talking to each other. And this is how they are pushing the story forward. Sorry. But it is possible to push it. I want to see more of this. Yes, it can be a feel-bad moment if you're not interested in, let's just say, Gloomspite novel and the stories being pushed forward with that. But we're not stagnating here. And this is also a thing. This is against stagnation a little bit, because Moonhallow and the Temple of Silence are stagnating in their deal to each other and how everything worked, because there is, of course, again, a vampire as the main antagonist. Sorry, I didn't talk about the vampire here. Somehow the Vendensts are, well, they're always pitted against vampires, which is awesome, by the way, which is really great. But again, yeah, I already said everything I want to. I don't want to stretch this video out for too long. I give this book, all in all, an 8 out of 10 Nullstone bolts fired from Dorelia in this book. Wait, what did I say? 8 out of 10? Yes. Because, again, it's a really great book. It's an intimate story. It's about these two. And I love this, despite being a closed book in itself. There is no greater impact on the realms. This one doesn't need to. Again, this is one of the exceptions for me, because we get to see how the characters evolve. And yeah, there are other books where the characters are evolving and so on, but those are, let's just say, they're one of the immortals or one of the longer living people, and with Galen being an old dude, we don't know how long he's gonna hold up. And this is... Okay, no, this is a thing that I'm going to make a separate video about it for the Black Library all in itself. And for the game in itself. This is probably going to be just wishlisting, but I don't care. So, again, 8 out of 10. Really enjoyed this one. This is a great book. Can't wait for the next one. Mr. Strachan did, again, a really good job here. And yeah, go read it for yourself. Have fun with it. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I'm keen to know what you have to say. And while you're down there, please remember to do all the YouTube stuff, because hitting buttons is not only fun. Why? Because that way we can build a bigger community and talk more Warhammer almost every day. Until then, have a great day, my friend. Stay fantastic, stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Bye!